So let's begin to talk about how to customize the sales page, thank you page, and how to build your customer base list. Now, what happens here is when people get to your sales page, they purchase through clickbank.com or pay.com. And then they get forwarded to your thank you page or your download page, which is here. And what I'm going to show you is how to create the thank you page and how to customize it so that when people click on your download links, they actually begin to download the files. And at the same time, when you actually sell things, you want to begin to build your customer base list. So I'm going to show you how to place an opt-in form, whether you use Aweber, whether you use GetResponse, whatever autoresponder series you use. I'm going to show you how to place that opt-in form on your thank you page so you can begin to build your customer base list, which is very important to do, especially when you're selling on the internet. So let's go ahead and find a product to sell. I think I'll go with a video marketing video series, and I've created a sales letter and graphics folder. And if I go to the sales letter HTML, I should find a sales page and a thank you page. And the sales page is usually noted by the index.html page. Sometimes it's not index.html, but the first thing I want you to do is, if that sales page says something like salespage.html, I want you to go ahead and rename that. So if you right click on it and click on rename, then you can rename it. So let's say that it was this.html. What I could do is highlight it and type in index.html and go ahead and press enter. The thank you page can be named anything you want, but I would highly recommend that you probably not name it thank you underscore page or even thanks.html or thank you.html. Name it other than thanks or download. So I'll right click on it and click on rename, and I'm just going to rename this part. You can leave the .html there, so I could say something like download and then put some numbers and just gibberish basically. And you can put the word download or thank you, that's fine if you want to, but just don't name it that one word, thank you or download. So that's going to be our download page. Let's go ahead and look at our index.html page so that you can get a good idea as to what we're looking at here. So this is the video marketing series that I created a while back. When we're going to customize the payment button later on when we actually create a ClickBank or pay.com account. I'm going to exit out of this, and I'm going to go ahead and edit the download page. So we can go ahead and do that right now. Now what I've done here is I've copied all of those files, the download files that I need to add onto the download page, and make sure that you put it actually inside that same folder. And nobody can actually see these files unless you take out this index.html file. So you're good to go here. What I want you to do is go ahead and open the download page. So open with NVU, just like I showed you earlier. And I'm going to show you in a minute how you can link them to all these files. We got 6 video files here, as well as a sales letter and graphics. So right now I see that we have a thank you page, and I have 6 links here. What you want to do is, I'm going to move this aside and move this a little bit over just so that you can see it a little better. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, and what I want to do is I want to link and match them to here. So I've got one, highlight that. So we're just going to highlight this from here to here. And we're going to create a link, but before you create a link, I want to go over here, click here, and if you click one more time, it allows you to rename it, but I don't want to actually rename it. I just want to copy the file name. So what I'm going to do here is highlight this in NVU, and I'm looking at NVU right now. And I want to create a link. So to create a link, you just highlight whatever you want to highlight and click on link, and this box will come up. And what I want to do is copy and paste that information. So copy and paste whatever you see here into here. And then I'll press OK. And I want to do the same thing for the other pages. So I'll highlight number 2, and I'll show you this, and I'll just go ahead and do the rest of the 6. Left click at it and click at it one more time, right click, copy. And I find that to be easier so I don't have to actually type out all of this. I'm a copy and paste guy, so I don't like to have to retype everything over again, so I save time. So go ahead and highlight that, click on link, and then go ahead and copy and paste that over here. And just go ahead and press OK. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I showed you for 1 and 2, for 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, great. Don't forget to save it. And when you save it, you'll notice that it grays out. So what we have done here is we have created links for these 6 videos. And you can go ahead and minimize that. And I am going to go to my Aweber account. And if you don't have access to an autoresponder or you're not building your list, then you need to. Otherwise, you're not getting the full potential, especially after you sell to somebody. They might be interested if you're selling something similar. So let's say, for example, that you're selling videos. And you start building your customer base list. And what you can do is resell to them on the back end. So you need to be building your list. Okay, so right now I am in my aweber.com account. And if you're wondering how to create a list, you can go to create and manage lists. And there's actually information on this, how to create a list and all that. So I have many lists. And just click on create a list. And you can follow Aweber's instructions on how to do that. Now I'm going to actually choose an actual list that I have. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create an opt-in form. So what you need to do is create a list first and then create a follow-up series. And you can use a follow-up message, as you can see here, if you're giving a bonus. So you could say, to get your bonus, sign up on this opt-in list to get it. You could do something like that. So what happens here is when they sign up on the opt-in form, they're going to receive another email saying, here is your bonus. Now if you set up the follow-up series, then what you want to do is set up your web form. If you mouse over the list settings here, you'll notice that there's a web form link here. So this is how you create your form. So all you have to do is click on create web form, enter the form information on all that, and then edit the design. So once you fill out that, just click on design form, and you can design it however you would like to. You can add new fields if you want to gather more information. And what you want to do is when you're done with that, you can actually get the HTML information. So what you need to do is find the specific form that you just created. Click on Get HTML. And I would recommend that you copy this thing so that you can actually get your tracking stats. You can do this if you want to use basic raw HTML, but I would just recommend using this. So if you highlight this, right click, copy, go back to the download page, and right below the downloads here, say thanks for your purchase. You could say download your bonuses, or to find out more information about upcoming videos. And of course, you probably don't want it to be that huge. You want to probably make it smaller. So let's say that you want to put it right under there. You don't know anything about HTML. What I like to do is put token variables. So I'll put something like 098765. And what I'll do is I'll go to the source code and I'll do a search for that. So I'll click on Edit, Find and Replace, and just type that in. 765, and you'll notice that I found it here. What I'm going to do is copy and paste the information that I copied from Aweber here and replacing that keyword 098765. And I click on save, and you'll notice that's disappeared because I saved over that. Now what happens is when I upload that material to the web, I'm going to see an opt-in form here.